Annyeonghaseyo. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of my channel. And if you saw the title and you came in today, I'm not very sure what you want to hear, but there is something deep in my heart that I really want to share. If you came in here for some kind of storytelling, yes, you are. For some, if you came in here to just find out how does it feel like and what are the steps that, or what happens after that, you're at the right place. And then last but not least, if you are in here for an encouragement, my heart goes out to you. And I just really wanted to speak a little bit about this. So from my previous video that I uploaded, which was just a few weeks after the miscarriage, I think I was in quite of a wreck. The fact that I was able to actually film the video, I think I'm very proud of myself. And up until today, actually I haven't been thinking to film it, but I felt like, you know, I really had to do it one day because I just feel it's a very big part of my life until today, and that's the reason why I felt like I needed to speak about it and be more open about my struggles to, you know, people who are in this channel who do receive some kind of encouragement in one way or another. There's nothing. Okay, so first and foremost, how I want to start the video is I want to sort of update you guys what really happened in the months leading after the incident. So what happened was we found out on June something, 20th I think, that we did not make it. Like it was just like the 5th week or something like that we did not make it. And I just sort of let everything out. I think you might have heard this already in the previous video, but I'm just recapping because it's been 6 months and I don't remember what I said in the last video, only because I still haven't mustered the courage to watch it. It still hurts, honestly. So bear with me, guys. So that happened, and then that month, or in July, we were up for a trip to Japan, because I bought this trip earlier on in May and I really wanted to go to Japan with Naughty. So I just bought the cheapest ticket that we had, both of us, and I decided to go there for sort of a celebration of our 1-year wedding anniversary. And so we went. So when we went there, I felt like I couldn't really take my mind off the fact that I still wanted to be pregnant, and I keep trying to tell myself that, you know, I just need to get it this time and then I can forget it, or not really forget it, but I just need to make it work so that I don't feel this shitty. So time and again I keep telling myself that, and I keep indulging in videos that talk about how people get pregnant after miscarriage. And there are so many videos online that talk about how fast it is. Like, you can absolutely just miss your next period and get it. So basically, for example, like if you miscarriage in June, you can totally skip the menstruation and get it in July. So that was definitely one of my biggest prayer. But of course, if you're watching this video, you have known that that is not my answer. For those of you who think that it happens to everyone, no, it doesn't happen to everyone. Those that manage to get their baby a month after, there is a lot. Honestly, there is a lot, because there are studies saying that how you are more fertile after you get miscarriage or stuff like that. But then again, that's just studies. It doesn't happen to everyone, and I am one of them. So your girl here is about 6 months and on from that period already, and still I am still trying. We're still trying. So I just wanted to put it out there as an encouragement, firstly, that you're not the only one. If you are trying and you hear people that they get it straight after, you might get straight after, you don't think about it. But if you want it so badly, you think about it so much, it stresses you and you're not gonna get it. Well, there is so much variables in this kind of like story that none fits all. So this is my story. My story might not fit you as well. You might get it, you might not get it, or you might even have to wait longer, like I have to wait long as well. So it's just my experience about how I went through this. Okay, so July came, went to Japan. Like, I had a lot of symptoms that was very similar to the pregnancy in May, and that made me think like I was gonna have it. And then when my menstruation came, my period came, my world came crashing down again. Well, not like how it happened in June, but in July when it happened again, I mean, I was devastated. But you know, just it happened, and this sort of repeated itself like August also. But at that time we didn't really try hard because August we were like moving. Of course, at that time I think I still took ovulation in July and August. I'm not very sure if I stopped, but August I think I took it, and then we tried and it didn't work. And I think I wasn't trying so hard. We weren't trying so hard because we had to move and there was a lot of things that we had to settle. So that's the reason why we didn't really try in that month. And then the month after that, we had to go to Singapore. And of course, once again, your girl here never gives up. So we tried. I'm not very sure. I don't think we took ovulation, but at that point of time, I felt like doing ovulation tests sort of made me felt very anxious, like there is a homework I need to do. And it is the kind of homework that even if you do it and you try your best, it's not gonna, you're not gonna have guilt, like it's not gonna pass, you know what I mean? So with all that mixed emotions in me, I decided to slowly wean off ovulation. So I think when I came back in October, I decided not to really take ovulation tests. But in that period of time, so during September, when I went to Singapore, I felt like a need to sort of tell my parents that we had a miscarriage. So it took, well, not say a lot of courage, because I felt like my mom and dad will be okay with it. So it took me a bit of courage to tell her. And then when I told her, she also shared with me her story that she also had her fair share of, not say fair share, she also had a miscarriage before, after me. So well, another encouragement to put it out here is that if you don't experience miscarriage, you will never know. But if you experience it, you will actually realize how common it is to go through a miscarriage in life. Like, they always give numbers like 1 in 4 like pregnancies end up as a miscarriage, or like just it can just happen to anyone for no reason at all. So another encouragement out here is to tell you mothers who have went through something like that, that it is not your fault. And I've heard this so many times in the YouTube videos telling me that it's not my fault, but I know it will not get to you at all at any point of time, and it will take time. But I'm here again filming a video trying to tell you that it is not your fault. You couldn't have done anything to prevent it. It is all in God's timing. You might think like, why did God make this happen to me? You will not know. I do not know, but you will figure it out at the end of the road, okay? I realized at that point of time it happened very often, so I didn't feel so lousy about myself. Yes, there are times that I feel lousy, but I didn't feel that lousy about myself telling it to my parents, and then they encouraged me. And at that time, I decided that I wanted to go and see Chinese medicine, so TCM in Singapore, because I used to take Chinese medicine when I'm young, because like my mom is more into Chinese medicine than Western medicine. I mean, she does take Western medicine also, but the difference between Western medicine and Chinese medicine is when you have a miscarriage for Western medicine, they don't really, like if it's your first one, not up to 3, they don't really sort of investigate the cause of it because it's not recurrent. Because like I said, it may be due to so many reasons, like stress. I mean, I was stressed. And then it might be due to chromosomal abnormalities, means it didn't match well, so the baby can't grow. Or it might be due to the uterus lining is not thick enough to hold the baby and stuff like that. So there are so many reasons why in this whole world that miscarriage happens, and there is no fixed study as of yet to sort of justify why and how it happens. So I just want to say that it's not your fault and that you could have done anything about it. So that's the reason why I felt like I just wanted to do something for myself instead of like being like feeling bad about it. So like I was saying, the Western don't check about it. And then I decided to go see TCM is because I felt like at that point of time I already opened up to a few like sisters, as in my friends, and then I talked to them about it, and some of them came back with their own story, and they said that you have to like 补 your 身体, okay? So I'm not very into this idea, but Hansol, my husband, is not very into like Chinese medicine. I mean, he does believe in it, but there's a lot of scams in Korea that that forces you to like buy herbs that are not healthy, I guess, for the body, and it might spoil the body system. And he was very wary about taking Chinese medicine in Korea, so I decided to do it in Singapore. So I went to see my mom's TCM doctor, where this TCM talk about how like, I mean, because my mom's friend daughter went there many times, and after that it kind of worked after she take about 3 months of the medicine, but I don't have 3 months, right? However, I just wanted to go there and, you know, just give my mom a peace of mind and give myself a peace of mind that I am trying to take care of my body, trying to heal, so that I can you know, restart again. So I went there, I took some acupuncture thing to like sort of relieve my stress, and I took some medicine to sort of like 补的身体. I don't really know what, but you know, like every Chinese doctor, when you go there, the moment you go there, they'll be like, oh, your body is cold. Like, duh, like how many times do I have to hear that? But I don't think anybody go there and they'll be like, oh, you're too hot. I'm not sure if there is someone like that. If there is, please let me know. But yes, that happened. And then, give me a moment, I need to charge my camera. Was at the Chinese doctor, I took some medicine, and after that we had to return to Korea, right? But when I was back in Korea, my mom advised me to just like take more stuff to heat up the body, basically Korean ginseng, and I have been trying to take a little bit since then, and right now I'm kind of like accustomed to the taste, very surprisingly, and that's what I've been doing to take care of my own body. Yeah, okay, so that was September, and then that's not the end, guys. October came, end of October. We tried again and it didn't make it, and I felt like, oh, maybe there's something wrong with my body. So what happened was, after moving here and settling down in October, we decided to visit a gynecologist that my friend recommended. So she's actually a female doctor. Like the previous time when I had my miscarriage, I went to a male doctor, which was sort of introduced by his second sister. She attended the hospital when she was pregnant with Elsa. And then like he was just not very nice about it. Like a lot, I don't know if you heard stories about how, you know, doctors in Korea deal with you. I can talk about it in another video, but when we went there was no explanation, no nothing, no comfort, and so it was just a bit, I felt like hurt. So I didn't want to ever go back to the hospital, not really wholly because of a doctor, but I just felt like my experience was not very good, and I don't want to go back to, you know, relieve that memory. So I decided to visit another doctor that my friend recommended. She's a Korean friend, and she's been visiting this gynecologist, female doctor, since she was young, and she said that she's really nice. So I wanted to go there, but at first there was a little bit of debate between me and Naughty, because he felt like it was a very small hospital, and because of that they might not be experienced, blah blah blah. But I was like, I need a female doctor. So we decided to go there, and during the first trip she was so sweet. She knew that I was foreigner, and she started to like talk to me in English. She tried to explain to me and stuff like that, and she was really nice. But at the time when I went there and she decided to check my womb and uterus and stuff, I had to do an ultrasound. And girls, ultrasound has two kinds, okay? So the first kind of ultrasound is the one they always see, where the people like always do this, but that's when like they squeeze the sauce and then they put it on the big pregnant woman's belly. So doctors only use that if the baby is big enough to see it through the skin. However, if you're gonna check the uterus without baby inside, they're gonna poke this like huge long thing like up your vagina, and then there's a camera right at the tip of it, and that's how like they check the stuff, okay, inside you. So I did an ultrasound the first time, and TMI, if you're wondering if it's pain, it's not pain, okay? Why? Because we're a married couple, and TMI, things go in, not things, thing go in, and it's kind of similar, so you don't have to think about it being pain unless you're not married yet. Then maybe if you haven't had any kind of intercourse, it might hurt. However, it doesn't hurt, okay, for me. So she put it there and she checked and she was like, oh, your uterus is kind of like thickening up, so I can't really see how's the condition of your lining, but you can try this round, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, you can come back again in like end of the month or when your menstrual period is over, and let's see what's wrong. So lo and behold, it didn't happen. So that was October, okay? So it didn't happen, and then I think it happened in September or something like that. October end, I was like, okay, you know what? I have to go and see a doctor. I want to see what's up. So the moment my period ended, like I was on the 5th day or something, so my period always lasts for 5 days, and it's very, very accurate, by the way, guys. 28-day cycle, it always appears like on the, so my cycle ends, 14 days later, ovulation starts, 14 days later, definitely my period will come. But even if that happens, I just want to put out to the girlies who have regular periods, it doesn't mean you'll definitely get pregnant, okay? It just really depends on the body, and I have accepted it that I'm not a one shot, one go. Anyways, okay, with that aside, so right after my period on the 5th day, when it ended, I decided to go see the doctor. She did the ultrasound thing again, and she was like, I was praying so hard that there was nothing wrong with me. But when she checked already and she did like a few shots, me and Naughty sat down together. But Naughty is really nice. Oh, by the way, Naughty is really nice. He always accompanies me to every single visit. It's because I cannot really speak Korean well yet, and I mean all the terms and stuff, and I just want to hear it correctly. The thing is, I feel like I always hear it correctly, but Naughty always asks me some question after the visit, and I'm like, oh, I didn't ask that. Oh, I didn't ask that. I didn't know you'd be curious about it. So if you want to be, you have to be inside. So basically, that's another reason why he always accompanies me to every visit, because I can't answer every question that he asks me. So anyways, we were looking at the ultrasound, and she was telling me that at my uterus lining, there's a lot of bumps, and I was like, oh my god, bumps? Like, what do you mean by bumps? So to summarize, I have polyps in my uterus lining, and this uterus lining, if there have bumps on it, it means that even if a baby were to form, basically if the sperm and eggs fertilize, there won't be space or somewhere safe for the sort of fertilized egg to hatch on in your body. So when I found out I had 7 of them, I had about 7 or more of it on the uterus lining, I was like, okay, no, now what should I do? So firstly, she was like, I asked her very honestly, if I don't take it out, does it affect my chance? And then she said yes, but it made sense to me. Like, it's just basically if there's a straight road and people try to drive past it or try to like catch grip on it, it's easier, right? However, if it's a bumpy road, people tend to fall down, right? It's just a very, very easy like illustration in my mind, and I just felt like I needed to take it out. However, the doctor was really nice. She was like asking me like, do you really want to do it? You know, you can think about it first and blah blah blah. I remember I was there on a Friday, and then Naughty was beside me, and he was like, okay, it's your body, you do what you want, I will respect every decision, any decision that you make. So in my mind I was like, I want to do it, but I wasn't like confident of saying it. That's why I kept asking her questions. I asked the doctor. Eventually, I just asked her 2 things. Firstly, like I said just now, does it affect my chances of being pregnant? She said yes. Number 2, do I eventually have to do it if I don't do it now? And she said yes. So there was no reason for me not to do it, and I just told her like, I want to do it as fast as possible. So we scheduled the appointment the next day, Saturday morning, and I did the polyps removal surgery. It wasn't that painful, so I was put on, but I had to put on anesthesia. So basically, they went in with some like, I don't know what they call it, but they just like tear it off, like they just tear it off and grab it off. And the good thing about taking polyps off is you can check whether it's cancerous or not. So I felt like it was like a edict for me, like it was a win-win situation. I could like increase my chances of being pregnant, plus that thing will come off. Like I can check whether I have any disease or anything. So at first, the doctor was like, oh, you want to do it so fast and stuff. I think she was kind of shocked that I was very, very like I wasn't hesitant at all with wanting to go ahead with the surgery, but because some people had to think about it. But then I think for me, who have been wanting to be pregnant for so long, it was such an easy like answer for me that I wanted to do it. So fast forward, we did the surgery and then we tried to heal, and then she was like, it's better if you avoid like sexual intercourse for 1 month. So I was like, okay, you know what, then I finally can rest for this month, right? So that was like about beginning November and stuff. So what happened was I did the surgery on Saturday. I had to go back on Saturday to check again, like how's the condition of my uterus, and of course to like sort of to disinfect like the wound and stuff, because it's wound, right? You tear something off. So Saturday we went back, and when we checked with her, she checked and then she said, very surprisingly, my body was recovering a lot faster than she thought, and the uterus lining usually is very thin, but because it was nearing my like ovulation period, it became really thick and even thicker than before. So because of that, she was like, oh, if you really want to try this month, it's fine too, because honestly the body kind of knows how to heal as fast as it can, especially the internal side. So I wasn't that worried, and she was like, okay, you can try. So what happened was we decided to try that month, but lo and behold, another problem came out. So what happened was, in that month itself, I had a urine infection, which was very common, like she said, but this infection causes me to have sort of discomfort when I urinate. So basically when I pee, like it burns, like everything is burning, and I go more often. I'm not sure because of the like infection, or is it because like it just hurts. I don't know why, it just hurts, okay, basically. So because of that, I had to take medicine again to sort of feel better, and I was like thinking, oh, you know what, will the medicine affect my pregnancy and stuff? Okay, so basically I just thought twice about a lot of things. But she was like, it's fine, because I went back to the same doctor, and then she said like, you know, I can feel like the doctors and the nurses were really nice, and they keep like encouraging me, you can do it, and like keep trying to tell me that they are supporting me and stuff. So what happened was I took the medicine, I healed, and then we tried, but at the end of November, voila, it didn't happen again. So that was about like, how many months has it been? 6, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 months already, because the 5th one we didn't make it. Like, so shush to whoever said that you are more fertile after pregnancy. Shush, man. Okay, don't tell me this kind of stuff. Like, it's just very different for everyone. Throughout this whole time, there was a lot of emotional agony and stuff like that, but you know, I'm still alive. So that means God want me to do something, right? And I think that's the reason why I'm doing this video. So came December, and during December I have to go to Singapore for my cousin's wedding. So we booked about 10 days in Singapore, and then it hit straight into like my ovulation period. So the thing about me is, if there is some schedule in that month and my ovulation is during that weekend, we can't avoid it, I just feel like it won't work out. I don't know if it's a jinx or what that I have in my mind, but I'm just not comfortable like doing it not in the privacy of my home, basically, okay? It's just me, okay? I just don't like it, and even though we try, it's just so hard. Like, I just feel that it doesn't work out and stuff, and it came true. It didn't work out. So my period came again in December, and at that time I felt like I was just very sick of life, and sick of hoping, and sick of every single thing. Like, it's the end of 2023. We've been trying for a year, but basically it can say like a year, but you know, I made it for the first half. It's just that it didn't work out, right? So the second half didn't really work out the way it went for me, and I think that's the reason why like I have been always saying on Instagram that I'm kind of lost. I don't really know what to do, because all I wanted to be was a mom, okay? Like, it does scare me sometimes about what does it mean to be a mom, and then some people are like, why are you rushing and stuff like that. I believe everybody has their own time, but I was just very broken inside. I think a huge part of me just wanted it so much that because I kept trying to plan for it and didn't work, and your sis here is such a planner, a control freak, and when things don't really go according to the way I want it to go or I have in my mind, it just sort of like tears like every part of my being down, and I don't have the motivation to film, to do anything. But still, you guys support me through it without knowing what I go through, and respect the fact that I'm not ready to share it and things like that. And I'm very, very, very thankful for each and every one of you who are watching this video. So then fast forward, once again, we're in January now, right? 2024. I just felt like it's been a year, and I really just want to sort of let go what has happened, because I think the mind is very powerful in manifesting what happens, manifesting in terms of like God's will in your life. So if you believe and you trust God that it's going to happen, it will happen. It's just that it's not going to be in your time. And I feel like submitting to God's timing has been the hardest thing for me to do in 2023. And this video is not an encouragement and telling you to let go, because I believe that everyone has some kind of thing that they hold dear to their heart, and it's not easy to let go. And you always ask, like I always ask, how can you let this happen to me, God? Like, why me? Like, why me? And throughout this whole 6 months, I just feel so bitter whenever someone tells me that they're pregnant, or nobody tells me. It's just my job is now trying to create content, and it doesn't help that it pops out all over my Instagram. I feel like the devil is trying to provoke me. So it's just so hard to film anything like on YouTube, on TikTok, or on Instagram, because it's just everywhere. Like the moment like my eyes land on something, and even though I scroll it away, it's just there. Like it's like AI knows how to torture me, you know, kind of thing. So it's not that there's other thing that I want to say. It's not that, you know, sometimes people who go through miscarriage, not that we don't want to be happy for those who go through pregnancy. It's just so hard. It's just so hard. It's not that we're not happy, but we always wonder how it could have been if we managed to keep, you know, the baby. So yeah, it's just such a struggle when I see this kind of thing, and I am happy for my friends, but it's just so difficult. And I just feel like I wanted to submit everything to God in 2023, because I don't want to drag over that whole huge baggage into 2024 and make my whole year like gone just because of that. And my main motivation of like filming this video and stuff is I just didn't want to relive 2023. It has been a shitty year, okay? It's just been crap. It's just crap and more crap. It's just so bad that I don't want to relive it again. But of course, I just wanted to say that it doesn't mean that there's nothing good that happened in a year, but that was just like the highlight of my year. And I don't know why I made it my highlight. It's just I can't get it off my mind lah, basically. So yeah, I was very devastated, and I went through 6 months of that. And right now I'm here being able to talk to you about it only because I felt like last week I just, you know, I posted a video. I'm not very sure if you remember. It's about, am I ready to let go? And basically it's about this whole situationship that I have right now, about letting go of the miscarriage that I have in 2023 and feeling bad about myself and stuff like that. So yeah, after listening to like a sermon from Pastor Stephen Furtick, about how it is a blessing to let go, I felt my soul and my like everything inside released when I heard the sermon. I was very, very touched about how he talked about how God wants us to let go. About how he can only bless us if we let go. Some people think it's about trying to hold on to God so like hard, like so much, and so like struggling to hang on to his will that something might happen. But sometimes he reminded us that, the pastor reminded us that sometimes God is just trying to tell you to let go so that he can bless us with a greater thing in 2024. And I just really wanted to let go of what has happened in 2023. It has been really tough, and Thinking about it makes me wanna like, makes me like think so much about it, and it's just so tough. I don't know how women go through this. I mean, I'm one of it also, and honestly, I don't want anyone to go through it. And if you are going through it and you're in this video, I just want to tell you that you're not alone. There are so many women in this world that go through this kind of tragedy, I would say, but it's not your fault, and I would say it's not God's fault either. It's just something that happens in life that somehow teaches us a lesson in life that we might not be able to learn until sometime later. I don't know when. I don't even know when my lesson will come, but yeah, that's me so far. And that's what happened in the last 6 months or so. Coming out here sort of to film a video to say that, well, you can remain where you are, you can grieve as much as you want, and let time heal. Its wound is never ever going to take away the scar. People do mistakes sometimes that I have to forget it, but no, you don't forget it. You just remember that there's this scar there. It's just that it doesn't hurt as much as when you first get hurt. It's just like any wound. Time heals, but you will always remember how you got hurt, how you fell, and stuff like that. But that's okay. That's the reason why everybody has always a story to tell in life, and this is my testimony and my story. Sadly, not sadly, but unfortunately, I don't have a rainbow story to tell you as of now yet, but I hope I'll be able to bring up one soon. And I just wanted to wrap up this video and just talk to those of you who are trying to conceive or tried to conceive but didn't work out. Even though I go through it, I don't know how hard. I will never know how hard it is for you, and no one will ever know how hard it is for you. And the yesterday you won't even know how hard it is for the today you, for you to go through this other day feeling like you lost your baby and it's your fault. Some people like go through stillbirth, or even going through labor, giving birth to the baby and watching the baby pass away and stuff like that. Like, there's just so many stories in life about mothers losing their babies in any form or any kind, and no matter how many weeks you are along, it doesn't make any miscarriage less painful. Because mine was very early. Honestly, a lot of people can say, you know what, it's just like a late period and stuff like that. Yes, but it still hurts. I think maybe it's because it really depends on how much you want it, right? So I just wanted to reach out to you guys and just say that no matter how difficult it is, take your time, whatever time you need it is to be okay. And you know, yes, you might want to keep it to yourself, and that's fine too, because it was very hard for me to sort of, you know, be open or to tell anyone as well, because there is this sort of embarrassment that lives inside you, and that's okay. Because I feel like some people just come out and just keep telling you like, it's okay, you don't have to be embarrassed, you just have to talk about it and stuff. No, you don't have to if you don't want to, because that's my personal take on it, but I'm not sure about you. You just need your time. If you need your time to talk about it in another day, fine, it's fine by it. Or if you feel the need to like talk about it now, then okay, talk about it. It's just everybody has a different way of coping with loss, and everyone should respect your decision of how you want to cope with it. So once again, if you're watching this video and you're going through something like that, it's not the end for us. The year is bright ahead. 2024 is going to be a great year. I believe it's going to be a great year. I don't know why, I can just feel it inside me. I hope. Be it with a pregnancy or not, I just want to pray for you, all of you, that you will sort of fulfill your greatest dreams of 2024. If you're going through something, people will be like, you know, just relax, do whatever you want and stuff. But it's very difficult to not think about it, to relax and not be stressed. Just relax and it'll happen. Don't think about it, it will happen. I feel like this is the shittiest advice ever, because how can you not think about it? How can you not stress about it? So I just want to say that even though you stress about it, even though you think about it, it will happen one day. It's just in that timing. Okay, so yeah, I don't have like a big pretty advice for you, but as long as you breathe another day, it means that God has a plan for you, and your kid will come one day, whenever it may be. It's gonna be healthy, you're gonna carry it to full term, and it's gonna be the greatest blessing you ever have in your life, okay? So I'm just very, very thankful for all of you who are here supporting me and Naughty in this journey. Being open about it is not easy, but I have been wanting to do it, and I want to encourage people through this video, and of course sort of break down the pretty image or the beautiful image that people have about lives of content creators that is not easy. However, we are humans and we just go through life just like any of you watching this video. I don't have an update for you apart from that, but I'm very, very grateful to be able to reach this point and be able to open about it and talk about it, because I've been wanting to do it for some time, but I'm not being able to do it because Naughty has been home, and I felt like I just needed time by myself to film everything. Okay, so yes. Thank you so much for being here in this video with me, and it's trying to tell me that it's time for me to go for class, because I have to teach a class at 5. I just wanted to say that we love you guys. I love you guys so much for being in this space, and I just wanted to give encouragement to not only all kinds of women but all kinds of men in a relationship, that you know, you have to, you know, just always be there for one another, because it matters so much, and treasure every kind of relationship on this earth, because it came from God. And yeah, everything's just precious. It helped me. My vision about a lot of things have changed so much this year, and I am very, very determined to sort of be able to treasure all kinds of relationships that I have made along the way in my years up till now, and you guys are one of them. So that's the reason why I'm here, to just bless you and tell you that you're not alone. We're in this together. Yes, we love you so much, so much. 너무너무 사랑합니다. 그리고 너무 고맙고 항상 우리 곁에 있어서 너무너무 감동이고, 진짜 앞으로도 같이 걷기를 바래요. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I will be able to bring you a better news next time, in terms of maybe just my emotional health, or I don't know, some exciting things in life. Thank you once again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.